Good afternoon. I don't really have very good plans, really anything planned at all at the moment. So we're just gonna we're gonna vibe it out. Oh, hold on. Hey, what's up, Stefan? Actually, Stefan, I have something funny to show you. Hold on, let me pin this message real quick. Okay, so you you sent me that parse bot thing, and so I signed up for it. And look, I can't even get access to it because they've frozen out any new users. Apparently, the demand for their project is so great that they have to. There's a queue. uh, yeah, just hanging around. Yeah, I've just been working. You can't. Yes. Yeah. That sucks, man. It was really interesting. I was kind of excited. I was kind of excited. It's made by a single dude. Well, I feel bad for him. He probably stood it. Yeah, exactly. He probably stood it up as like, like this is a fun little weekend project I'm gonna hack together. Then the internet gets a hold of it. His life is forever changed. Uh, I'm actually going to go and get a coffee real quick. Hey, what's up, Arvin? Sorry, I missed your earlier message. How are you, Arvin? Good to see you again, man. I'm gonna run like 7 steps that way to get a cup of coffee. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back. I'll turn the music up a little bit. Maybe you guys want to listen to the music. And yeah, I'll be right back. I was not prepared. I literally like got off a meeting, then started the stream. So I'll be right back. Sam, I know I'm unprepared. Okay, I know. Oh, also, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna close my windows a little bit too. That's better. Also, I posted a picture of my monitors in Discord, and people be dunking on my monitors, man. Gee, it's a tough crowd. You are pink, not white. I have no idea what you're talking about, and that is the most random username I've ever heard of. Hello, Butterscotch. How are you? Good to see you again, man. Hope your day is going well. Thoughts on my favorite plane, the SR-71? I don't have a favorite plane, and I don't know what that plane is, Eric, so I can't offer you any thoughts. Hello, Call Me Frey. Sorry I missed you entering the chat, but I see you. Nova. Hello, Nova. How are you? Good to see you. Chromatography. Sometimes there's always that one thing where you always manage to think about that time that everything was in a place where it seemed like the original idea was in fact just similar to the way. I have no idea what I just read. That makes me think of the scene from what is that movie? That makes me think of that scene from Billy Madison where the guy on the stage is like, "We are all now dumber for having heard that." Not that like what you said was dumb. I just didn't understand it. Patrick, what do we have here? Hello, Patrick. How are you? What are you doing right now? I have no idea, honestly. Like I was in a work meeting, then the work meeting ran like over into my lunch period, my stream time at 2:00. So I literally got out of the meeting and then just started the stream. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I'm here. We're just gonna kind of vibe out what's gonna happen for the lunchtime stream. Off to bed in a few minutes. Well, Butterscotch, get your sleep, man. Z's are important. Eric, can you look it up real quick? What's the airplane, Eric? SR-71? Blackbird? There you go. This guy? That's what we're talking about? It's a cool looking plane. I'll say that. It's a cool looking plane. I think you're justifiable in making that your favorite plane. Stux, what is the PowerShell command to show those stats? It is not a PowerShell command. It's an actual program. Somebody pointed it out to me, but I hadn't realized. So I guess in the Linux world, there's something called HTOP or something like that. BTOP, HTOP. So this guy has made a cross-platform kind of system process monitor called Bottom. So I think it's a play on words, but this is what I use. I just download the single file. It's like a single exe. I put it in my path, and then you can just type BTM, and then it fires it up. Actually, I think you can use Winget now to install it. Yeah, you can use Winget. If you're on Windows, obviously. If you're on something else, then refer to the documentation. I'll link it in the chat there. So many people at this time, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because like we're all on lunch or something. Stux, do you work from home? If yes, all the time, or do you have to go to the office sometimes? So, for the most part, our company's remote. There's really not an expectation that anybody be in the office. We do have an office, so if you live near the office, you're welcome to go in and use it. The only times I really go into the office are for like all hands meetings, like quarterly meetings. So I might go into the office once every 3 months or so. But for the most part, I just work from home, which is a blessing. It's a huge blessing. I don't know how long it's going to last for, obviously, but I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. Steven, is that the same type of coffee you explained yesterday? I forget. No, this is just a double shot of espresso. The thing I referenced yesterday was called a long black. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. The thing I talked about yesterday is a long black, which is basically they take 1 or 2 shots of espresso and then they pour it over the top of already hot water. I had one of these earlier today, but I figured I didn't want to make you guys wait for me to do all that, so I just pulled a couple shots of espresso and then got back. Stefan H-top, yeah. So I think bottom is a play on words to H-top. Now that's a plane. Yeah, I mean that's a cool looking plane, man. Yeah, I can see why it's your favorite. Floxel, I have no idea what you're doing, but that's hot. Continue. Dude, YouTube chat's like, it's out of pocket sometimes. Stux, I'm going to buy a new monitor just to display H-top. It's almost night here. Those two things have nothing to do with each other, but yeah, I mean, I think it would be fun to have a dedicated monitor for like everything. Have a dedicated monitor for Slack, a dedicated monitor for your process monitor. I mean, if I could have like 8 monitors, I would be a happy man. Unfortunately, I don't have that space at the moment. Butterscotch, we got 3K subs. Where's the celebration? Saw you grow from 1K to 2K, now 3K. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The number keeps going up, and I'm just left here thinking, at what point am I going to wake up and everyone's going to unsub? Because when I started, like, in January of 2025, I had like 25 subscribers, and I'd already posted, I don't know, well over 500 and some odd videos. I mean, obviously it wasn't programming or coding related stuff, but I mean, yeah, so. Learning Go, finishing the AI Shorts thing. I think the AI Shorts thing would be good. I have, I think I got to the point yesterday where I think I can merge this PR, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can merge this PR. So, yeah, so we wrote the workflow. Butterscotch taught me. Okay, this is something, if you guys are Vim Motions people, this was something Butterscotch taught me yesterday that I didn't know about. So if you're on a word, like here, stream shorts, let's say I want to replace, let's say like I only want to replace 3 of these 4 stream shorts. I'm going to see if I can remember how to do this. I push CIW, then I can type the word I want to replace it with. I can escape. I can go in, or no, capital N. Oh no, did I break it? Hold on. Let me try again. Sorry, let me try again. CIW, Alt, Gen, escape. Huh. This worked in VS Code, but it doesn't work in NeoVim. I wonder if my. In any event, Butterscotch taught me a really cool Vim Motions thing, and it was awesome. And now I can't demo it, but it was cool. Just trust me. But yes, this, I think we can just merge this and then try to build the project and publish it. You guys want to try that? I think we should try that. Turkey. Is there a chat GPT-ish type service, either local or online, that can retain a much wider context window? Well, there's things like Ollama, Turkey. I don't know if you've seen Ollama. I don't know, though, what open source models have a similar context window to what ChatGPT offers, but if you have decent hardware, you could probably use Ollama and get pretty far with it. Although it looks like Ollama needs to update. But that would be the thing I would think of, is like you want to run like a local LLM. Ollama is the easiest way to do it, in my opinion. Thoughts on Russia bombed Ukraine just after U.S.-Russia president meet? B-2 bomber didn't immediate enough. I don't know, Nova. I haven't been paying attention to that situation too much. I mean, anybody bombing anybody is probably never a good thing. Nice international. Yeah, I mean, that's been one of the weirdest things about streaming on YouTube is having people not from the US in my chat, which is pretty cool. Stuck. That's what I want to do, yeah. But the problem is that when you are working, 8 monitors are nice, but who is looking at the stats when gaming or doing something else? True. Just get Samsung Odyssey G9 ultra wide. I don't know, man. I kind of like the separate monitors. I have an ultra wide. It's not a G9. It's not a Samsung. It's a LG ultra wide monitor that's in my bedroom right now that I'm not really using. But I see those Samsung ones and I think, man, that's a whole lot of monitor. Butterscotch, damn, he got it wrong. Butterscotch, press star first. Okay. So let me go back. Okay, so if I'm on a word and I press star, and then I do CIW, and then I do Alt Gen, and I escape, I can type in, and then if I want to replace this, I can type period. If I don't want to replace this one, then I can just type in, and then in again, and then replace this one. This is like the greatest. This is probably one of the greatest VMotions thing that I've learned since the ability to select within single quotes and double quotes. And it's always Butterscotch that teaches me these things. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Stux. When you build something and you think yourself it is awesome, you spend a lot of time on it and learned a lot from it, but when you show it to someone, they don't think it is impressive at all. Stux, that is the definition of programming and coding. Because the work that most people see is like this, and then the work that it actually took is like this, right? It's like an iceberg. And I actually have lots of funny stories like that over the last 4 or 5 years of learning to code, where I'll be building something, like I'll have built like a website. I don't know. I made a button or something. I don't know. Let's just say it's very. When I demo it, it's very simple, but it took so much work and took so much effort to like learn how to do it and to implement it. And I'll run it. I'll take my laptop and I'll run into my bedroom where my wife is usually hanging out, and I'll be like, "Honey, look at this." And then like within 5 seconds I demo the thing it took like 2 hours to build, and she'll be like, yeah, that's awesome, honey, I'm so happy for you. I mean, she means well, right? She is happy for me, but that is such a vibe. Like that whole thing Stux described right there is a thing. Ultimaya, I gave up computer science and coding altogether. Really? I gave up computer science and coding altogether. Well, I mean, if you gave it up because you realized it wasn't your thing and there was other things you wanted to do, that's awesome. But I hope you didn't give it up because you thought you were never going to be able to do it. I hope that's not why you gave it up. I hope you gave it up for something else, but that you didn't give it up just because you thought it was never going to click. Butterscotch, let's learn some regex now for better editing. Well, I mean, I do know how to do the find and replace stuff, and I know a little bit of regex. I can do simple regex. When we start getting into like capture groups and things like that, that's when I usually have to look up what I'm doing. Dennis, same. 2-week present in 5 minutes. Exactly. That's how it always feels. It always feels that way. You implement a feature and you're like, this is so awesome. I feel so much more capable as a programmer or a developer. It actually reminds me, I made a short about this. Hold on, let me see if I can find the short, because I think the short is really funny. I don't know how many people here have ever watched Parks and Rec. Also, I do realize that I'm not doing a very good job of actually being productive right now. But give me a sec. Just give me a sec. This, oh my goodness, there's got to be a better way to search my shorts. Do I need to build some sort of tool to do semantic search on shorts or something. Let's see. What would I have called it? What? I know. God, this would have been a while ago when I made this thing. Oh my goodness. I have 419 shorts. I'm not going to be able to find it. Anywho, I do know that here's what I'm trying to show you. There's this scene from this show called Parks and Rec. Let me see if I can find it. Parks and Rec claymation. So basically, well, I might actually get striked for this one. But any event, he basically spends like 2 weeks working on this claymation video, and then when he demos it to his friend, it's like 5 seconds of content, and he's like, "Oh my god, what have I done with my life?" That's how it feels when you present the thing you implemented every time. He keeps like replaying it over and over. Sorry guys, I fell behind on the chat here. Let's see. Give me some idea for a web app. I don't know. I don't have good ideas. Gib, Vim in Windows Terminal just looks wrong. Well, Vim or Gib, we are all about being wrong here. I see. I'm in school for coding, but should I apply for it as entry level? You should apply for what you want to do. What are the skills and the experience that you want to get? Me when I code a character in C++. Oh man, I fell so behind in the chat. Yes, I am still learning Vim motions. I appreciate you guys being patient with me on my Vim motion journey. What is even the point of using Vim? Well, I think that for me, the nice thing about using Vim has been just you don't have to take your hands off the keyboard as much when you're editing a file. That's been that, and that to me feels more natural. Now, I didn't even realize that felt more natural until I started doing it, and then I was like, where has this been all my life? I'm trying to catch up here. Stux, what the fuck? Love a good old WTF in the chat. The time to learn Vim takes so long that you could have built big ass project by just using VS Code. I mean, that's a valid point. I think there though is a point in time where there's a point in time where it makes sense to just focus on building and learning how to program and code. But there's also a time when you get to a certain, I don't know, what's the right word? A certain level of aptitude where it makes sense to start to explore other ways of working that might make you more productive, or at least make your workflow more enjoyable. But I do understand your point. It's like you do waste some time trying to figure out how to configure NeoVim and how to navigate it and all that. Reject Vim, embrace Vi. The nice thing about Vim is that you can talk about it in parties. Yes. I use Vim motions. Yes, I do. I use Vim motions. Vim lovers versus non-Vim lovers. Okay, I'm gonna merge this PR and see if I can get this thing to build. Or to publish, I guess, is what I want to do. So let's go GHPR create. And there won't be any checks because I haven't written any I haven't written any tests, and I don't have any workflow for it. So let's just go ahead and merge this in. And then let's see if my... Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. I'd say your name, but it came and went on the screen so fast. And also the color I have there isn't the easiest to read. I should probably reconsider that. But thank you for the sub. No, don't attack Stux. We're all entitled to, you know, our own ways of working. All right, let's see if this works. So it looks like it versioned properly. We'll see if it publishes properly. Nano's good. I think Nano is a good editor. Oh no, publish failed. Why did publish fail? Specify a project or solution file. The current working directory does not contain a project or a solution file. Where have I gone wrong? Let's see, build .NET build. Oh, yep. Why is my... It's like NeoVim locked up on me. What have I done? All this talk of Nano has angered NeoVim. Warning has changed. Huh. Yes, I want to write it. Okay. Oh, it's probably because I merged, this buffer was open, and then I did all that stuff with the merging the feature branch into the main branch. Yeah, build. Okay, let's try this again. So git add, git commit, mchore fix workflow to build in root directory. I think I want to build in the root directory. Oh man, NeoVim is really angry with me at the moment. It keeps freezing. Bumble, what are you building? Or what am I coding? So the thing I'm working on right now is actually an app that okay, I'm just gonna kill this tab. This is an app that... Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at the same time. Git add, git commit, mchore fix workflow. Keep it short. Okay, so this is an application. Oh shoot! I'm gonna have to. Crap! I'm gonna have to roll something back. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me explain, because you asked that question, and if I don't explain it, I'm just gonna sit here and try to explain it. So the thing I'm trying to build is basically this, or the thing that I built is basically this. It basically takes a live stream of mine, extracts the audio, transcribes the audio, and then helps create shorts or clips from my stream. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get it to build and publish as a single executable, is what I'm doing right now. That should be fine. Push this up. Did I get disconnected from the internet? Why is git push failing me? Steven, your coffee cup looks so good. I think just sipping from it gives 40 plus caffeine buff. Software caused connection abort. Connection to this IP. Software cannot read from remote repository. Please make sure you have the correct. What the hell? I literally just pushed from this, and I just pulled from it too. There we go. The interwebs, man. The internet gremlins. They're at it again. Yeah, I actually really like this espresso cup. So this is a it's like a 2-ounce espresso cup, but it's ceramic instead of glass, which I like. I had 2 of them. I broke the other one. All right, let's see if my thing is working now. Should have kicked off a new build. Oh no, it won't because it didn't. Okay, we can kick off a build ourselves. How do I dispatch a new workflow? I don't think this is gonna work either. I think I'm gonna have to delete. This is the problem with automatic versioning, and is because if the versioning succeeds but you fail to publish, then you sort of have to like, oh yeah, see, it didn't because there was no new version. So we need to. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. We need to git tag. We need to delete this tag. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. Was that 3 subs in a row? Appreciate you. You guys are cool. Byte Slayer. Why C#? Because C# is awesome. Have you not used C#? C# is awesome. .NET is awesome. Maybe it wasn't 10 years ago, but today it's pretty baller. So I need to delete this guy. And I don't remember how to, so I'm going to do this. Delete tag. Then I need to also I need to delete the tag remotely too. So how do I delete the tag remotely? Push origin. Okay. Only mine's actually going to be push GitHub. Push. Okay, so now we can rerun my workflow. So basically this tool that I'm using to automatically version my app, the way it works is it looks at your Git history and it versions it according to fixes, features, or breaking changes. But whenever it successfully versions it, it then tags the commit, right, with the version. Well, if it sees that you made no changes that warrant a new version, and that version's tag already exists in your Git history, it doesn't actually produce a new version. And so then my workflow won't publish it, which is the reason I had to remove the tag. So let's delete this workflow. We'll delete this workflow. And we will dispatch it. Steven, the only thing that could make up for using Windows to code is coding in Gvim. What is gvim? All right, let's see if this works now. gvim. Both gvim and vim are the same. The difference is that gvim offers an interface that doesn't run in a terminal window. Interesting. That's interesting. Let's see if this works. Well, it looks like it might work. Fingers crossed. Using Git is a pain in the ass. Why are there that many commands to just public? Yeah, Git commands to me seem pretty esoteric. But it seems like for the most part you only use a subset of them. So it's not that big of a deal most of the time. And if you need a more obscure one, what is this complaining about? Let's see, build warning as an error. Project dependency does not contain an inclusive. Okay, why is that not working? Okay, this has something to do with the fact that I'm using directory build props. So this builds locally just fine, I think. Oh, never mind. It does not build locally just fine. Test classes must be public. Oh, these are all things from my test class. And this, I didn't catch this because I was running so this is why you have tests, and this is why you have CI/CD flows that actually build your project and test it before you merge to main. Okay, so I need to fix some stuff in here. So before this is going to work, I have to do some stuff. And let's see, git checkout. Okay, and then we're going to need to do the whole tag thing again. And we're going to need to do this. And then we're going to need to do git checkout branch fix build errors. Although these build errors that I have locally are not the same as this is complaining about like dependency things. Yeah, this is like complaining about like certain packages not having the right versioning. It has to do with the fact that I'm using centralized package management. But I'm not sure why this is happening in the build pipeline, but not locally. In any event, let's get it building locally first. Butterscotch, skill issue it is. Yeah, everything's a skill issue. Yeah, Git desktop is very helpful. All Git GUIs I feel like are very helpful, especially when you need to do more complex, more surgical things. I definitely see the value in a GUI. Let's see, Byte Slayer. Do you have any OS recommendations for self-hosting? So, for the only operating system I've used for self-hosting has been Ubuntu. I've just used Ubuntu Server on all the self-hosted boxes that I have. I have two. I have one that's hosted in my house, and then I have one in the Oracle's cloud that's on the free tier there. Abahich. I have an ML intern interview at YC tomorrow. Wow. So is YC, is that Y Combinator? Is that what you mean by YC? And that sounds awesome, man. Congratulations on getting the interview. I hope it goes well. I'm a cat. Hey, I'm a cat. Well, hello, I'm a cat. I hope you're doing well. Let me try to build this again because I don't remember all the errors. And then I'm going to stick that over here to the side so I can reference it. I tried Vim, but I just don't like it. And that's okay. It's okay to try things and not like them. Yeah. You're allowed to use the tools that you enjoy. You're allowed to build software the way you want to build it, assuming it's your it's your project and not for work, right? Texas Titan. Hey, I'm not a cat. Well, I'm not a cat either. You want to know a secret? Yeah, man. Let us know. Texas Titan. What you making? So, I've pretty much made it. And so at this point, I'm just trying to publish it in a CI/CD, in a GitHub action. But the thing that I made is this. Sorry, I'm going to close my window a little bit. The sun's a little bright. So basically, it's an application that acts as like my own personal shorts editor. And right now, it's just a CLI tool. Yeah, no worries about your English, man. And sorry about your sister's cat. We got some random things happening in the chat right now. All right, let's see. Let's dive in here. Let's focus for a second, Steven. Let's focus. Otherwise, we will leave this stream with not having done anything. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go here. No, we need to go to the test directory. We need to go library test, I think is where all these errors are. So the first one says test classes must be public. Add or change the visibility modifier of the test class to public. I don't know why that was internal. Oops. Well, for whatever reason, I made all these test classes internal, and I don't know why. Yep, and I think I have the same issue. Is that it? Let me try to rebuild now. Okay, we've got a successful build locally. Right? This is successful locally. However, something's happening. Something is happening in the CI/CD pipeline. So git add git commit test make test classes public. And then let's see if we can't, yeah, at this point now we can merge this. PRT create. That's fine. Submit that. can merge it. Okay, this should kick off a build now. But I think it's still gonna fail. Oh, it didn't kick off a... Huh. I changed stuff under... On push these paths the main branch. Huh, I wonder why that didn't trigger... I'm surprised by that. Anyways, we'll trigger it manually. I'll figure that out. I think this is still going to fail, though. See you, Stux. Have a good night, man. I hope you have a good sleep. I dare you to write an HTTP server in Microsoft Edit. See ya, I'm a cat. I saw I'm a cat left. What would you say is your biggest project right now? Like biggest in terms of complexity? I don't know, that's tough. I built a lot of things. Nothing super, I mean, nothing that like tens of hundreds of people use, right? It's all been stuff that is primarily either for learning purposes or it's software that solves my specific problem. Okay, yeah, so something's happening. Something is happening where it can't figure out. I don't know why this is happening. Why is this happening to me? Someone subbed just now. Sorry, I didn't see who that was, but thank you for subbing. Stefan, I hate Java, but have to write it. That probably describes a lot of people's development careers, actually. Floxel, friendly reminder to take a coffee break away from your PC. Well, this is my lunch break, which involves drinking coffee and streaming. So this is my break, but it's not away from the computer. So I'm doing half of your advice. Do you offer hacking services? No. You only use your powers for good. And I don't think I'd be capable of actually hacking somebody at this point. I don't think I have the skills. Tushar, what are we creating? So I didn't know that this was what we're going to do today, but I've been working on this application that basically the goal of it is basically to be my own personal shorts editor, to basically take live streams and convert them in, or at least extract potential short clips from my live streams. And we have an initial implementation. We have like a POC CLI tool. And what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get it to build and publish in a GitHub action. Currently, it's not working. So I'm trying to figure out why it's not working. It builds fine. No, it doesn't build fine. So for whatever reason, when I do .NET build, yeah, why? Let's see. I'm going to do a quick search, a quick Google. Let's see. .NET build, central package management, GitHub action, not working. Okay, let's do a sanity check real quick. So again, let's just try to build it locally. So if I go stream shorts and I say .net build, I'm in the root of the directory. That works. So there's got to be something with my workflow that's off. So right here is the step that's breaking, and I'm running .net build in the root. I should be in the root, but I'm not. Or am I? And Amon, I have released some tools on GitHub, but I don't know how to promote them. Yeah, I mean the tools I make, I'm not really trying to promote them, so I don't have like very helpful advice on how to help you with that. My experience though in business is that a lot of the times the first initial customers that you get in any business require a lot of like hand-to-hand combat, so to speak, where like if you want someone to use your tool, you're likely going to have to go track somebody down who has the problem that your tool solves and talk to them very directly in order to get that initial momentum going behind whatever thing that you're trying to get people to fall in love with. So yeah, it usually takes a lot of legwork and a lot of like when I was a personal trainer, a lot of my first clients were literally like knocking on doors, right? Or getting a list of existing gym members and just calling them and explaining that like I'm a new trainer and I am looking to fill up my book and I, would be willing to do XYZ for them. So yeah, a lot of hand-to-hand combat early on. See you, Arvin. Have a good day, man. Joey, so you know how to write code. Too bad it doesn't work for followers. Yeah, I mean, if knowing how to write code meant a lot of people cared about following me online, I would be surprised. But fair enough. Byte Slayer. My top 5 languages: C++, Go, TypeScript, Java, and C. So I don't know C++. I've been trying to learn Go. I know a little bit of Go, but not very much. I love TypeScript. I've never written any Java. People tell me C# is like Microsoft's Java, so maybe I could learn Java pretty quick. And I've never written any C. But those sound like great languages, man. 5 languages, that's a lot. That is a lot. Amon, it's free tools, but they are just sitting there as I don't know how to get the word out. Yeah, so Amon, I think the way you get the word out is like whatever those tools do, go find discords, find communities, follow people on social media, get into the comments, tell them you built this thing that's supposed to help you do XYZ. Try to go find places where people hang out, whether digitally or in real life, that might make use of your free tools, and tell them about them, right? Offer to demo it for them, offer to set it up for them. There's not really I mean, you can write blog posts, you can make content around it, but that's like kind of screaming into the void. Whereas if you can talk directly to people, more likelihood you'll actually get some actual users. You could also what Byte Slayer said. You could also share your GitHub here, or join our Discord and share your tools there. Stephen, look at my comment above of my top 5. Oh, okay, sorry, I missed that. My top 5. This is Stefan. My top 5 languages from most to least favorite. Holy C. What's the difference between Holy C and C? Go, C++, assembly. Assembly is in your top 5. Point of this was to say that I would rather work in assembly than Java, but I still have to write Java. I know none of those languages. I don't know C. I don't know C++. I don't know assembly. I don't know Java. I do know a little Go, but yeah. It's good to have. It's good to have languages you like. Thanks for the advice. I'm also looking into starting a blog. Yeah, start a blog, start a YouTube channel. That I think that can be helpful. But like if you today, like if like before the end of the week, you wanted to have some users of the things you built, I don't necessarily think that content creation is the right answer. I think if you want to actually get some people using the thing like before the week's out, you got to go find actual human beings that you can talk to and demo the thing you built to. Butterscotch. All right, everyone. See you later. I have to wake up again in 4 hours. See you all later. See you, Butterscotch. Have a nice day, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thank you for continuing to be patient with me as I figure out how to use Vim motions. Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I don't know why this isn't working. I've done this 5 or 6 times before, like use GitHub Actions to build and publish a console app. So I don't know why this is not happening. So there's my build props. And I have more build props here. And then yeah, I don't know why this isn't working. This is one of those circumstances where you get stumped and you spend way too much time trying to figure something out that should just work. So I copied this workflow from this other app that I built. And this has a little bit different, it has a little bit different directory structure, but not that much different. Is app dev a good course to do? I think the question, I think the answer there lies in whether or not you want to build apps. Because I mean, I don't think building applications is going away anytime soon. So I think if you're interested in that kind of work, yeah, man, do it. Now, don't do it because you think it's a good course, though, right? Like, don't do it out of in like a strategic way. Because if you don't like it, then you're probably not going to want to do it. And if you don't want to do it, then you're not going to do it enough to get good at it. Yeah, this is just building source. But I'm not using. I don't think this app does this app use centralized package management? I honestly don't know. Yeah, it doesn't use. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do some Google. We're gonna have to exercise our Google foo. Is it because this is lowercase, maybe? I wonder if that's it. Because locally, it's not. This is the whole case insensitive git thing coming back to bite me. Yeah, so like if we list source, no, it's lowercase, ls test. Okay, let's try changing the name of that to mv source to source directory dot packages dot probs. Yeah, but it's gonna be, so how do I change the name of a let's see, git, I don't know how to do this. Let's see, git rename file case. Yeah. Oh, I've been here before. Let's see, git mv-f. Will this work if I've already renamed the file locally? I probably need to go back and no, that worked. Okay, and then git add git commit m chore rename I have to keep deleting that tag over and over. Git stat. Yep. Git add git commit m chore rename file. It's gotta be something simple like this because it builds fine locally. Okay, so now it's using the proper case. Let's trigger this workflow again. See if it works. Fingers crossed. Also, lunchtime is over, guys. Wilo Gamer Pro. Is a YouTube channel a good idea to build a community for a project that will use your product when finished? I think it could be. I think it definitely can be. I mean, Casey Neistat's channel largely started off. He largely started that as a way to sort of help market the app or the software that they were building at that time, that him and his co-founder, and then it kind of took on a life of its own. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. I don't know, though, if I would bet the farm on that being my only strategy. So true, Steven. Born to be a farmer, forced to be a Java dev. Okay, I think this is working, I think. This is definitely taking longer than it has before. I think it worked. That's what it was. Well, let that be a lesson to you. You need properly cased, you need things to have the right cased names. Okay, it broke. Why did it break? Let's see. Error. Project file does not exist. Ah, yes, it doesn't exist. It's not stream. It's not streams. It's stream. God damn it. Shit. I'm gonna see if I can get this to work before I shut the stream down. Let me see if I can get this to work. If I can get this to work, then we're gonna move on to building the web app. Okay, that was the only streams I had in there. It's silly stuff like that, man. So frustrating. Although, I will say, is there ever a time when you're building a GitHub action or a workflow where the initial like testing of the workflow looks like this? It's just a bunch of red X's until you finally get it to work correctly. Just move the folder out, commit, and commit it back. I just used the mv command, but next time I'll have to remember you can do that. See you, Stefan. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. I'll be wrapping up here myself pretty soon anyways. By the way, Steven, Gray J account when? I haven't even gone. I completely forgot to look at that guy's videos too. When? I don't know. I'm not gonna commit to a date because I'll forget and then I won't do it again until you ask me about it. But it does sound like a cool idea. Excuse me. Oh no. Found multiple publish output files with the same relative path. I have no idea what that's about. I'm gonna have to do some research. Error on duplicate publish output files. What happens if it's interesting. So let's see if I do that same thing, if I run that same command locally, what happens? So it has to do with this whisper.net project. I wonder if their GitHub has anything on it. I really need to stop and shut the stream down, but oh, here we go. Somebody else has reported a similar problem. I wonder if I can just ignore it and it go away. Multiple publish output files. One closed. Huh. Hold on, sorry guys. Bye, Slayer. See you, Stefan. I'm on. Is it not on GitHub Pages right? As its URL seems different. I don't know what you're talking about. So I wonder if I need to. So I only have whisper.net.runtime. Do I need to add whisper.net? Oh, I don't need this either. Okay. Any event, I'm gonna work on this some more today. I'll get this finished, but it won't be on stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, keeping me company. I'm gonna head back to work now. I will be live again tomorrow. So if I don't see you then, I hope you have a good rest of your week. Otherwise, I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday. If it's still Wednesday for you, if it's Thursday for you, have a good rest of your Thursday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.